Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lotus D Unwind with me. Ah, it's Monday the 14th. Today's a sunny day where I'm at. Hopefully, you guys are not having all that crazy rain that we've been having these past few days. There's a lot of things that go around that, so we're not going to get into that today. We're going to talk a little bit more so about manifestation. The reason why we're not going to talk about the other is because I just really want to make sure we remember this is about your well being. It's about you. And although that may be affecting you, it may not be affecting everyone that's on this channel at the present moment or in the future. So I just do want to say one thing that I do send out many prayers to those who have been affected by the flooding throughout not only our country, the US of A, but also those in China. It's been devastating to see the unfortunate problems that they've had and the flooding aspect of it all. It's just really sad. Um, very, gracious that here to share with you guys another day. But as we all know, nothing's promised. So that's why it's so important that when we are on this channel together, that we try to remember the good things and the positive things that we want to do in our life. And one of the things to do that is to always consider goal setting, what goal setting looks like. Manifestation is a form of it to me because it's a goal that you have set for yourself and it's all about aligning with that, taking actions to do it, but also being confident in your ability to make sure it happens. A lot of times, unfortunately, because everyone has a misconception of what uh, manifestation is, they think that it's, you've got to say something 500 times and write it over again and over again. Not necessarily so. I think the biggest thing is working towards a goal, understanding that what you have to do to achieve it. It would be more so in my case, for instance, what I like to do when I had to move out of I was gonna say out of the country. Maybe that's my next thing. Just kidding. But move out of the city, out of the state. I put together, what that looked like, what that would entail, what places I would like to go. And ended up in one of those places. I ended up in New York. So definitely love New York. Can't say I will never end up back there again, but at the present moment, due to other reasons, I am where I'm at, and I'm making the best of where I am at this point in time. I think it's important that you do that as well. It's hard sometimes because you love where you live and you loved where you used to live, but it's not always the same when you go back. Things change, right? And that's okay too. It's all right. That being said, definitely want to talk about manifestation, key takeaways that we had from last week. We also discussed confidence and understanding that the confidence you have in yourself, it helps you achieve those goals that we have that actually we can manifest to make those manifestations happen. So it all goes together. But the first thing you have to have in your life is gratitude. So I did discuss with you all having a gratitude journal and keeping up with a journal that you do on a day-to-day basis. Again, it can be something that you're just grateful for. It doesn't always have to be something that you've done. It could be something that you received from someone else, or it can be something that you want to see seen in gratitude to show the next day. So again, it depends on how you want to word it. It's totally up to you. There's no certain trick to writing a gratitude journal. It's the way you want, however you wish to do it. All right. So again, when it comes to manifestation, it's all about actions, it's all about beliefs, and it's all about making something become your reality. So a goal setting, excuse me, when you put something to goal set, you have to think about how you're going to achieve that goal, right? Let's say it's to get a new car or a new job. You're still going to have to know the intricate details of how to get to that. How am I going to get that new job? What job do I want? How am I going to achieve it? Should I start looking on such and such site? Should I start putting, I need to check my resume. I need to do a cover letter because cover letters are really nice these times around. I've always told people cover letters always make it break it. And it shows a little bit of personalization as well for you. You're not just sending a resume just to be like everybody else, but you're doing a little something different. Putting a little joke on there is great if you're funny. If you're not, putting on there a little bit something about you that's not in your resume is always great to read. So these are the things that, we want to achieve, right? So these are things we want to achieve. We're trying to get the new job, checking on the resume, doing a cover letter, and then we're consistently ensuring that whatever comes next stays in line with that. And the way we're going to make sure that happens is by ensuring that we're actively participating in shaping whatever we desire into reality. So not shaping like I envision, none of that. It's more so of this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to write down my list of what I need to do. It may not be chronologically put down. It could be, I need to do this, I need to do that. Oh, I forgot I need to do this. And then at some point we can do a slash through it or whatnot, saying that we did it and accomplished that goal to get there. That's one way of thinking about it. There's also dates you can do after, a week later. I've been able to do this, this, and the other. So I've been able to do these things. And so again, you go back to that original list. If you don't have a list, you still are able to put on that what you've done for that. So then next time, the next following week, you can check it again. And you look at the list before and you kind of can say, okay, this is what I need to do. So these are things that you can do in order to help you achieve those goals, right? And get your and stay centered, if you will, and also be intentional and focused. So while scientifically this is not a proven thing for manifestation, so there's no like science to it, like, ooh, do this together and it's manifested. Um, but there are principles of manifestation, such as goal setting, positive thinking, and they're widely recognized because it is beneficial for your personal growth and your well-being. I mean, that comes with positive thinking, right? When you think about being positive, when you think about any thoughts you have, if you stay positive, it's amazing how that positivity that you have continues to grow, continues to form itself into something beautiful. Um, it's one of those things when people say, okay, one of the reasons why I do my gratitude journal at night is because I can look back and say, okay, so this happened today, and it puts me in a positive light versus me going to bed upset. We don't want to go to bed upset. You definitely want to go to bed feeling good. That's why it's so important that whatever you watch, whatever you eat before you go to sleep, is very important to your well-being as well. Because if you don't have great sleep, if you don't get enough adequate amount of sleep, then it can affect you the next day. It can totally affect you in the worst way. You may not get any sleep at all. You may keep waking up, and then you may have a really bad attitude because you've had to deal with all that stuff you're dealing with. And then your dreams are even worse because they're nightmares. All these things affect us, guys. I don't think everybody remembers that though. I've seen people watch a horror flick, and the next thing they want to do is go to bed, and I'm like, really? I can't do that after any horror flicks, especially when I was a kid. I don't really, horror's not my thing. I mean, I'm a life coach. Horror my thing? Nah. Not saying it's not some life coaches thing, it's just not my thing. Um, I don't want to watch horror flicks, especially before I go to bed. Makes no sense. Now, do I like things that make you think, mysteries and like who did what or things like that that take you to that point where you have to use the stimulation of the mind a lot in order to figure it out yourself? Totally into that. But other things, not so much. Especially not at night. It affects my sleep. I end up having to watch something silly afterwards because it affects my sleep that much. And you know, and if you're an empath, even more so because you feel everything. Yeah, you feel it even if it's on the TV. You're like, why do they have to do that? And the next thing you know, you're crying. And everybody's looking at you like, why are you crying? You're like, I'm an empath. I cry. I feel. I care. It happens to the best of us, right? So again, team, just be conscientious of that. Stay positive for yourself and for those around you, because nobody wants anybody, walking back and forth in the room while they're sleeping. If you're married, if not, whatever, your significant other, your dog doesn't want it either, or cat. Matter of fact, they're like, "What are you doing? Go to bed." You know? So, but definitely remember those things that can get you where you need to go. Lists are so valuable. Vision boards, or I think it's visionary boards or just vision boards. Vision boards. Vision boards are pretty cool. Have never really done one myself. It's not something I really take part in. Mine changes too much. So as soon as I would cut out something, then it will change to something else. So it's not something I believe in personally, use myself. Doesn't mean that I don't care about it, don't think about it. I think if it works for you, then go with that. It can still be a board of manifestation because you're seeing this is the car you want. So you put it there and then you put everything around it that you want to get there. You know, same difference if you're looking for a new job. What are you going to need for that? What do you want it to be at if you want to move? All those things are intricately put in there so they can align together, but you have to put forth the actions. Nothing's just gonna call you up and go one day and go, "Hey, can you come work at such and such with me and we'll put you to work." And you're like, "That's great." And then you get there and it's not what you expected. Probably because they weren't who they said they were. Definitely have been there before as well. Someone calling me up and saying, "You've got this job and we're hiring people and we're going to pay you this much amount of money." And you call and it's only commission. Dun dun dun. Lie number one, not a good look. And I don't want to see lie number two. So be conscientious of that as well. There's a lot of scam going on. Unfortunately, since we're having to deal with all these things with our new government that are affecting a lot of people's livelihood. So, for those of you out there who are looking for something else because you have to now, first thing I want to say is I'm sorry to hear about that. Second thing I want to say is don't give up. It's really going to be about you putting forth the effort even more so to get past that. I know what that looks like. I've been there myself. It can happen for you. You just can't give up on you. You just can't. No matter what, who else, if the world gives up on you, you cannot give up on yourself, And for me, it consists of a lot more than that, spiritually speaking, because I'm a spiritual person. But you have to find what gets you back positive, whether it's about around being around all your friends or being around your family or the mixture of the two, going to a community, going to a center, going to church, whatever it is, guys. This is the time to do it. It's a lot going on out there, and there's a lot that is out of our control. So when it's in your control, I ask you to definitely put yourself front and center and put yourself first. Okay. And understand the focusing you do will be beneficial to you. The intention you do behind every action you do for manifestation will be so important, specifically when you have a goal that you want to achieve. And that's what it's about, achieving our goals. How are we going to do it? How are we going to get there? And understand sometimes there's some hiccups on the way. You can't let those stop you. You have to keep on pushing. You have to keep on going. And at some point, there'll be times when we don't feel we can. But that's why we have to go back to confidence. We have to have self respect for ourselves. We have to have confidence that we can achieve whatever is put in front of us, no matter how much it looks like I don't know how I'm going to make it through this one. It happens. Stay positive out there, guys. Um, believe again that you can achieve those goals. There's been times, I'm sure, in your past where things may have not been as they seem now, and you were able to do things that you thought you would never do. Well, remember that you made it. Still here, still ticking along, still making it happen. So if you're still out there and you're listening to me, and I'm telling you, you got this. Hey, because I got to remind myself I got it too. If we're both reminding each other, it's a win-win. All right. So I'm close it down with about 14 minutes in today. A little sweet, short and sweet one for you guys. I look forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow. Not really sure what we're going to talk about. Maybe a surprise for you. But as always, it will be something hopefully interesting and something that touches your spirit and gets you to stay positive and stay on the right path intentionally for yourself. All right. Stay bright out there. Bye, guys.